It's race week, so get ready with me whilst I get you ready for the Australian F1 race weekend. This year I'm doing my race weekend previews a little differently because this year I'm going to do them whilst I do a makeup look inspired by the flag of the country that we're racing in. And heavy emphasis on inspired because it has been a while since I've done creative makeup, but I want to keep evolving my content, so I'm combining two of my biggest loves. Anyway, the first round of the 2025 F1 season is taking place between the 14th and the 16th of March. And here are the UK timings. Moving on to the circuit, it's in Melbourne, Australia, and it's called the Albert Park Grand Prix Circuit, which is categorised as a street circuit, and the drivers will go around it on Sunday 58 times. Also, it's important to note that there are 14 corners and 4 DRS zones. Looking at the track surface, because it's made out of public roads, it's often described as being rather bumpy. It's quite easy to see the impact of rubbering in, so we are likely to see track times increasing over the weekend. We get to the track speeds, and it's one of the fastest tracks on the entire calendar. Also, it has a mix of corner speeds, and they're going to need to have a responsive front end so the drivers will have the confidence to throw themselves into the quick corners. Speaking of corners, the ones you'll want to watch out for are T1, T3 and T11 because they provide decent opportunities for overtaking. Next up is safety, and the walls are close and narrow. Also, they have made modifications at T6 and T7, which is where we very recently saw Russell and Albon having safety issues. So they've made changes to the curbs to stop cars being essentially spat back on track. And they've made other changes such as changing the position of the barriers and adding some gravel traps. Next up is tyre talk, and Pirelli have selected the C3s to C5s, which is the same as last year, and they're predicting similar weather, so I'm expecting them to go for a two-stopper, going from mediums to hards to hards. Speaking of the weather, here are what the temperatures will look like when the cars are on track, and it's meant to be sunny on Friday and Saturday, but on Sunday there's a chance of rain. And then there is the news. Pirelli are bringing these special edition caps to the podium. The rear flexi wings will be tested here, so we might see some news coming out of this, which leaves Krina's podium predictions, and I'm expecting both of the McLaren drivers to be on the podium and maybe one of the Ferraris.